Alright, everybody, welcome back to SMAC Talk. It is Sexy Saturdays, or just Saturdays if you're not sexy. And today I've got a couple of really good topics I've been sent in. I'm going to I'll do the usual stuff where I talk about my week and what I've got up to, and then a wee bit of whatever I do during the middle, and then get into some topics at the end. But I've been socially distanced from this week, basically, and I'm living up in Belfast. I have no TV, so I have no way of watching the news like I did at home every day, so knowing what was going on and whatnot. So I've sort of just been... I think socially distance is the best term to use, even though bloody I'm so sick of that term, socially distanced from the world and just news media. So I got people on my Instagram. If you're not following me there, please do, because that's where I get my questions and my suggestions and stuff for what I talk about in these episodes, and it's a good way for you to get engaging with me and getting featured in like these episodes and stuff like that. But yeah, without further ado, we'll get into it. So what have I been doing? I have been living on the cheap this week. I have been trying to save as much money as I can, because for those that don't know, I work as a lifeguard and a gym instructor. I know, gym instructor, mahusive. Funny thing about a gym instructor qualification is that you literally need no skill to get it. I was in my local tech, doing a sports course, and they just bolted it onto the side. To be able to pass it, we had to learn how to do a dumbbell curl, bicep curl, use a lat pull down, use a leg press, and what was the other one? There was one more other one. Oh yeah, how to walk on a treadmill without basically dying. So yeah, whenever you go to your gym and someone approaches you, just remember that might be all their expertise, and that's all they're shown, because that's all you need to pass to get a basic qualification to work in a gym. That is all you need to be able to do, which is hilarious. It's basically about how not to wreck yourself. It's if you don't pass it, there's ridiculous. Like there is tests on it and the questions on it, but one of the questions on it was like, which one circle on this map where your abs are. So you just circle your stomach. Circle as like how many fruit and veg should you eat today? Like, I'm sorry if you're not getting them right or you're googling them answers, please leave. I don't want you here. And yeah, so basically I've been furloughed, and I actually haven't been furloughed. That's a lie. I haven't been furloughed. I haven't been getting the pennies. That's why I'm skimping. I've got no money. I've just been 0-hour contract. Nothing going on. Sean McAleavey tried to get another job because I'd rather complain about it than actually go and get a job. I've got my placement job coming up and starting soon, so that's good as well. And the other aspect of that job is the lifeguarding part. And maybe this week we'll get into a wee lifeguarding story or two. So like the lifeguarding thing, I've never been an unbelievable swimmer. So if you think you need to be an amazing swimmer as well to be a lifeguard, you really don't. Like people say to me, oh, you must love your swimming up and down the pool. And I was like, well, no, because to save someone in a swim pool, it's 25 meters most swim pools, unless you're working at the Olympic swim pools and stuff like that, which are 50 meters. But it's a 25-meter pool, and it's very rare that you're going to get in at one end and swim the whole way down to the other end to get someone. You're going to run down the side and get in. And in most cases, and fortunately, and there's nothing seriously wrong with them, again, touch wood, you can just throw something in and grab them and get them. Since I've been working there, I've had 3 like land-based rescued, where you throw a rope or throw a bag or give them a pull or something, and then 1 in-water rescue, which I don't know if it was more terrifying for me or more terrifying for them, because you are trained, and like, don't get me wrong, I am fit to do my job. I do it well. It's more about stopping things happening than actually letting them happen and letting them escalate. But this wee girl one time was just sort of we have a pool that goes flat and then like dips down and then the deep end. So she was sort of getting caught in this bit and going down, and she couldn't really swim. But the thing is, with people, whenever they're in trouble in water, they very rarely shout. So you kind of have to looking and stuff like that. And I seen her going down the ramp, and I was like, oh my god, no, is this wee girl thing? And your heart literally sinks. Like you literally go into shock mode, training, go. So I was down halfway down the pool. Next thing you know, alarms are hit. Walkie-talkies are out the pocket. Like I'm in my Crocs going down the side of the pool. Get in, go over to this wee girl, swim over there, get her. And the first thing this wee girl sees whenever she turns around after being going up and down for water and being in a wee bit of trouble, she wasn't too much trouble. She took on a wee tiny bit of water. She was actually quite fine. She came up, spluttered a bit of water, and just seen me blowing, like, I don't know what, being like, and I was like, are you okay? Are you okay? Right in her face. Like, poor girl's probably more terrified from that than she was from actually getting stuck into the deep end. Like, but yeah, so it's not the most glamorous job. It's literally not, it's not Baywatch like these swim pool jobs. Now, if you're on the beaches and stuff, you have to be a phenomenal swimmer. But these ones where you're at the pool, you're definitely not Baywatching up and down, running slow motion. As I was saying, I'm wearing Crocs. I have a big radio on the side of me. I'm hitting pool alarms. I'm getting in. I'm absolutely soaked. You have a big weird alarm that's like Could all lifeguards please make their way to the pool hall? Like, it's all very go, go, go. Like, when I got out, I was expecting like a round of applause and like a big hero's cheer and stuff like that. But literally what happened was the dad took the kid and was just like, what are you at? It's like, mate, I just jumped in the water, saved your child. Like, give me the keys to the city. I deserve, like, you know what I mean? Something, I don't know. Anyway, got a wee bit of a tangent there. I've been sent in topics this week, and the first one I actually wanted to get into was the Premier League. So the Premier League's back this week. Super excited. Arsenal play City, Wednesday, 8 o'clock. But I just can't help but notice this. If I go into the fixtures here, I was like, the league's back. Arsenal's the 8 o'clock game. There must be a game on before. And who have they put on before this week? The first game back after this whole lockdown, we're having no fans, no nothing. We need to be back with a bang, and they've put on Aston Villa and Sheffield United. What? Aston Villa and Sheffield United at 6 o'clock, the first game back we've seen in weeks. Fair enough, Arsenal City, probably a cracker. City will score loads of goals, Arsenal get slapped because we lost to Brentford the hour week. And it is what it is. But Aston Villa and Sheffield United, really? Like, the next day Tottenham United's on, and maybe they want to keep, just the good games flowing in, like, but Aston Villa and Sheffield United, I don't know. Leaving that one there because mind blown every time whenever I've seen it. Nuts. I have a couple of topics here that I want to get into as well, so I'll get into this one first because it's probably the most serious one, and I'll just cover it quickly. So someone wanted to know what was my opinion on the name of John Mitchel Place, and if it should be changed. What are my views on it, basically? And basically what I think is, I thought at the start I was very like, I don't know what's going on with all this. Like, it's a lot of information. You're either on the bandwagon or you're not not even a bandwagon. You're either on side with it, you're off side with it, and if you're not on side with it, you're racist and you're a horrible person. So I was like, I'm not a horrible person. I don't look. I've never been I've never been racist. Like, I don't look at people like that. Like, it just mind blowing me. I couldn't get my head around it. And I seen a post on Instagram the other day that was talking about like how this person was buying books and they didn't realize they were doing it, but they're buying books from only white people. And I was like, so wait, if we're only buying books from white people, it makes us racist now. Whereas a couple of weeks ago, people were going out and march and protest because black people were dying because people were kneeling on them. So we've went from kneeling on black people and killing them to not buying their books, and now that makes you racist as well. Like, I do understand the whole white supremacy thing, and I think, let me know what you think. Get someone on here and educate everyone, because there's not only me that's like this. And I am, again, I can't stress this enough, not a racist person. That's why I don't understand the whole push. But in terms of the statue and whatnot, I seen an excellent video on Instagram, and I don't know anything about John Mitchell. I'll be honest, don't know what he stands for, don't know what he did to even deserve a statue, but I've seen the racism stuff, and if this is the route we're going to go down, I think it has to be notified that, like, if this was someone that was very anti-Catholic, like white people as part of their agenda from back in the day, and there was a statue in the middle of my town, I wouldn't feel comfortable walking past it. I would feel very ashamed, and I would feel like that doesn't represent where I'm from. So Newry is not a racist place. I'm sure there's racist people in Newry, but John Mitchell does not represent, based on his racism and hatred for black people and how he thinks it should be slaves, he does not represent what Newry's about, and I do think the statue should be removed. Put in a museum, educate people, and let them see what they think about it, but put in a good figure. Put in a figure that liberated Newry, liberated the Catholic people to be able to vote and have the rights and stuff, like people we can be proud of, people that everyone can be proud of, not just a certain group. But yeah, that's what I think on that one anyway. I think I seen a class tweet the other day. It was like, all these statues aren't safe, and I was like, we're coming for you next, big man. It was just the big fish in Belfast, so that was an absolute cracker. Not my joke, but hilarious. Get that fish torn down, racist pig. Yeah, other questions people were sending in was, someone wanted to know what my opinion was on different flavours of Fanta. Keep it simple, we'll focus on orange and lemon, because if you're drinking the other ones, what? Who's buying red or blue or watermelon or whatever flavours they bring out of Fanta? It's orange and lemon. These are the two big boys when it comes to this. And what do I think on them? Like both delicious, both better out of tins. Come at me if you want. Tins are superior drinks for fizzy drinks, especially Coke. Even though, yeah, what do you think of that new Coke actually? The new shape, I really don't like it, but every woman I've talked to, every girl I've talked to said they love it. Must be, it must be like a shape of your hand, like bigger hands. I don't know. I like the old ones. But anyway, the Fanta thing, Fanta orange, I do like, and Fanta lemon I do like, and maybe Fanta lemon in the summer more so to the winter time. But the thing that separates it for me is, and this is probably biased because it's alcohol rated, Fanta lemon with a bit of vodka is near enough delicacy in my eyes. So I'm definitely going to have to give the nod to Fanta Lemon there, because it does think like wee bit of again class. Other questions I was sent in was, how did you create your new logo? So if you haven't seen my new logo, it's probably going to be here. Basically did it myself. I do all this myself. I produce this myself. I upload it myself. I do everything. I haven't paid anyone to do anything for me, even though I probably should, but I don't have that money again. I'm skint at the minute. And yeah, there was another one in there. Is romance dead? Someone sent me in. I don't know why you're asking me. I have no clue. I think like the art of like paying for dinners and stuff is a strange one. I think like, come at me if you think I'm wrong on this one, but I think everybody should be prepared to pay for their dinner. Like if you take someone out for dinner, the girls should be just as willing to pay for it as you are. And if you want to pay for it based on how it's gone, do like a gentlemanly sort of thing, then you should be able to. You just be like, no, I'll get it. And if she wants to pay for it, let her pay for it. But I've heard stories of boys being like, all right, so we'll split the bill, and the girl will be like, well, I didn't bring any money. Like, that is nuts. Like, how on earth can you not bring money to a dinner date? Don't be going for dinner if you can't afford it. Simple as that. And don't expect any fella to ever buy you dinner. So yeah, maybe romance is dead. Maybe. But yeah, guys, I think that's basically going to do it for this week. I know we've sort of got through a lot there. And as I said, I'm working on getting these up to sites and stuff and getting guests on. Let me know what you think about that guest thing. I could bring guests on, educate everyone a bit more about like the whole racism thing that's going on in a minute. People that are really passionate about it, and even open my eyes to it a bit. It'd be great to have people on and get more guests on and stuff with me here, because I've now got the space where I've got the wee bit of a studio going on up here, and it'll be good. So yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this week. Let me know what you think of this episode. If you haven't subscribed, please do, because we've got over the 50 hill and we're sort of starting to slow again. So let's get that going again. If you haven't seen it yet, go and watch my McGregor video. It's the closest thing you're going to see me doing stand-up for quite some time until all this opens up again, which, again, who knows. But, yeah, that's basically going to do it, guys. Leave a like, comment, and definitely subscribe if you're new around here and you enjoy. I'll see you all again, the same time, same place. This has been Smack Talk. Be there next week.